Here's what's on your feed today. The Justice Department announced earlier today that the ICC warrant versus Senator De La Rosa is now in effect. An Air Force trainer aircraft crashed in Benguet, killing 2 officers. In Davao, 2 persons are missing while another dies in a landfill collapse. From the staircase of the Senate to a mobile app, Bata Run is now a downloadable game. And take a look at this, a robot that can moonwalk like MJ. Good afternoon, I'm Denise Tan. The Justice Department has ordered law enforcement agencies to serve the International Criminal Court's arrest warrant against Senator Bato de la Rosa. Justice Secretary Frederick Vida says the warrant is valid and enforceable and that De La Rosa is now considered a fugitive from justice. This comes after the Supreme Court denied De La Rosa's plea for a temporary restraining order. Vida added that the government will not wait for the High Court's ruling on De La Rosa's main petition since there is no order stopping the senator's arrest. He also warned those helping the senator evade the law.
Might be aiding or abetting or helping Senator Bato evade the law. There are consequences. Alam natin na sa panuntunan ng rule of law may pananagutan. Pinagtago, hindi lamang po sa mata ng batas ng Pilipinas, pati rin po sa batas ng ICC.
And that brings us to PNP's response, saying it will comply with the Justice Department's directive to effect the arrest warrant against Senator Bato de la Rosa. PNP Chief General Jose Melencio Nartates Jr. says the police force recognizes the authority of government agencies in implementing lawful orders. With this, the police force will carry out its mandate in line with its existing laws, due process, and established operational procedures. The PNP also assures the public that its actions will remain impartial and professional. The new details have emerged from the Senate shooting incident last May 13. This time involving messages exchanged between senators during the chaotic night. News 5 correspondent Mayan Los Baños reported screenshots of the senators' group chat during the shooting incident. 3 members of the minority bloc checking on their colleagues and urging them to stay safe during the incident. The messages included, "Stay safe everyone, praying for all of you there and keep safe everyone." This came after Senator Pia Cayetano became emotional during a Senate session on Wednesday. She responded to Senator Risa Ontiveros' comments about the chamber's apparent return to normalcy after the shooting incident. Cayetano claimed that members of the minority bloc did not check on their colleagues during the incident. But Senate minority members have denied this, saying they sent messages through their Senate group chat during the lockdown. And still on the Senate, the upper chamber now preparing for what could be a grueling impeachment trial schedule against Vice President Sara Duterte. According to Senator Erwin Tulfo, lawmakers discussed during their caucus that the impeachment trial may start around July 6. Under the proposed schedule, senators will hold regular session from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Monday before resuming as an impeachment court at 2 p.m. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, trial proceedings are expected to run the whole afternoon. Thursdays will be reserved for committee hearings and regular session, while Fridays may be used for pending motions and possible hearings. Senator Tulfo said senators may only get Saturdays and Sundays as their days off once the trial begins. And consumers may soon see slight price increases in some basic goods. This as some manufacturers seek price adjustments due to higher fuel and logistic costs. The products include selected brands of canned sardines, canned meat, processed milk, and instant noodles. But Trade Secretary Cristina Roque says about 68% of monitored products have kept their prices stable. The DTI is still reviewing manufacturers' petitions before finalizing any updated suggested retail price list. More on your One Newsfeed when we return. Keep it here. You're still watching One Newsfeed. Welcome back. At least 2 people were killed after a Philippine Air Force trainer aircraft crashed in Benguet on Wednesday. PAF, or the Philippine Air Force, identified the victims as First Lieutenant Ruth Angelic Pasos, an instructor pilot, and Second Lieutenant Cherky Embudo. They were found unconscious and were brought to a hospital in Baguio City, where they later died due to multiple injuries sustained in the crash. The SF-260 aircraft was part of a formation of 11 planes that departed from Fernando Air Base in Lipa City en route to Baguio City. The Air Force has grounded its remaining SF-260 training units while a full investigation is underway to determine the cause of the crash. One person was confirmed dead after a portion of a sanitary landfill collapsed in Davao City. The fatality was identified as 30-year-old Crism Estandarte, who was buried by a pile of garbage while evacuating from his home. 2 others were injured while 2 senior citizens remain missing. More than 300 individuals, or over 100 families were affected by the collapse in Barangay New Carmen. Clearing operations are underway. In other news, the Agriculture Department has filed complaints before the Office of the Ombudsman over alleged ghost farm-to-market road projects in Davao Occidental. DA Secretary Francisco Laurel said the cases involved allegedly non-existent road projects worth 94 million pesos funded under the 2021 national budget. 8 cases have been filed against DPWH officials and private contractors, while 7 more cases are currently being prepared. The complaints include alleged corrupt practices, malversation, falsification of public documents, grave misconduct, and serious dishonesty. Laurel said each project was worth between 10 to 15 million pesos and admitted that personnel from the Agriculture Department may also have been involved. The Agriculture Chief added that more than 4,000 farm-to-market road sites nationwide still need to be verified, with only around 1,000 inspected so far.
Pinuntahan ko mismo yung earlier or late last year. At wala talaga. Zero. Wala kang makita. Mukhang dinadaanan lang ng pao, tricycle, pero talagang walang semento, walang bakal. Malinaw naman sa amin na yung dokumento na ginawa na nakita namin is fake because wala yung project eh. Diba? So, in principle, in theory, mukhang pagkakasabot talaga.
Now, a truck carrying 6 steel coils tipped over at Monumento Circle in Caloocan City earlier Thursday. The driver said the vehicle was traveling from North Harbor to Balagtas, Bulacan when the load shifted to one side. This caused the truck to lose balance and fall on its side, blocking one lane and slowing traffic in the area. Authorities reported that the truck lacked side barriers and the coils were only secured by chains. No injuries were reported in the incident. Now, the Upper Wawa Dam has opened in Montalban, Rizal. Will it ease water supply fears amid the looming effects of El Nino? That is the question. Let's talk to mobile journalist Ivan Tarinque to find out more. Ivan, how many households or how many people are expected to benefit from the Upper Wawa Dam?
Denise, one of the concerns of some Metro Manila residents as the effects of El Nino approaches is the possibility of water shortages. But with the recent opening of the Upper Wawa Dam in Montalban, Rizal, thousands of households are expected to have less worry about possible water supply shortages. More than 700,000 households, or an estimated 7.5 million people, are expected to benefit from the newly opened dam. The project is also expected to help address water supply shortages in east zone of Metro Manila and parts of Rizal, especially during El Nino season in the country. Denise?
Okay, Ivan, again, ano ulit yung supply capacity of the Upper Wawa Dam? And which areas are expected to benefit first?
Yes, Denise, currently, nasa 710 million liters of water per day yung capacity nitong Upper Wawa Dam. And so far, yung daily average na kinukonsume is nasa around 500 million. So nasa 200 yan, more than na meron tayong supply, no? And so far nga, ayon nga sa management, base dun sa level kanina, bago tayo umalis dito sa Upper Wawa Dam, is nasa 14 meters above sea level, 144 above sea level pa yung water level dito sa Upper Wawa Dam. So, ibig sabihin, meron pa tayong 3 months na cushion kung sakali man tuloy-tuloy nga yung hindi pag-ulan. Pero so far naman daw, nasa stable na level pa naman ito at hindi pa bumababa dito sa 80 na critical level. And so far, no, karamihan na nagbe-benefit talaga dito, so far sa ngayon, is yung nasa Rizal province. No? Karamihan nga dyan, yung nasa Antipolo at sa may Silawis na lugar, no, doon sa may Rizal. Pero so far, no, kasi may mga plans pa to expand itong Upper Wawa Dam na umabot pa sa other parts ng Metro Manila hanggang sa Pasig. Denise?
But aside from domestic supply, Evan, meron pa bang ibang magbe-benefit? Let's say, nasa agriculture o yung mga ibang industries?
Alam mo, Denise, currently, no, lalo na doon sa mga residents near the area, no, talagang medyo napapansin natin before when we are going there, talagang ilang residente nag-iigib pa ng kanilang mga tubig, no? So kadalasan may mga dala pa silang mga balde, and so far, no, dahil nga naging cushion to, no, dagdag water supply, talagang mas maalawagan na yung kanilang buhay, no, kahit papaano mababawasan yung takot na magkaroon ng kakulangan ng tubig at biglang mawalan ng tubig, no? Kasi Denise, around 30% yung magiging additional na dagdag dito nga sa Upper Wawa Dam. Bukod pa yan doon sa allocated from the Angat Dam na talagang karamihan ng or most of the cities in the Metro Manila doon kumukuha. So additional 30%, so mas daragdag at mas madaming supply yung tubig ngayon, Denise.
Pero at this point, Ivan, meron pa bang ibang contingency measures that are in place or at least pinaplano pa lang, sabihin natin dumating dun sa panahon na talagang bumaba ulit ang supply ng tubig dahil na nga sa El Nino?
So far, Denise, sa ngayon, no, dahil nga nasa almost completely or fully operational level pa yung water dito sa Upper Wawa Dam, hindi muna tayo sinagot doon sa contingency plans, no? Dahil so far nga, additional lang ito, bukod pa nga doon sa allocated na water supply galing doon sa Angat Dam. Pero so far kasi doon sa ayon sa pakikipag-usap natin with the management, may mga plans pa na dagdagan yung mga water pump stations dahil so far ngayon, no, ang working lang is yung nandoon sa may Silawis area, sa may Rizal. Pero meron pang mga ongoing na projects na maabot niya sa Pasig. Pero so far kanina inikot din natin yung water pump doon sa ilalim mismo ng Upper Wawa Dam. Meron silang 4 na working pump, 24/7, tuloy-tuloy yung pagbuga ng tubig doon. At meron pa silang 2 backup just in case na pumalya yung isa doon para nga tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pagbibigay ng tubig doon sa kanilang mga constituents. Denise?
All right, thank you very much for your update and for your report, mobile journalist Ivan Tarinque. More on your One Newsfeed when we return. Keep it here. You're still watching One Newsfeed. Welcome back. Now, a viral online game inspired by the chaotic Senate incident last May 11 is now making rounds on social media. The game, called Senate Run, was created by app builder Jopel. Mobile journalist Merimon Reyes joins us live to show us how the app works. Go ahead, Merimon.
Denise, ito kasi nakita talaga natin siya while looking through social media, just scrolling, biglaan bumungad sa atin yung isang laro. And web-based siya, so basta may internet, hindi siya necessary application, and kailangan lang ipasok yung pinaka-link or to just enter yung pangalan nung game. So, teka, di-disconnect muna natin yung pangalan na itong microphone natin. So, this one, for example, sa nakikita ninyo, ito yung app, yung game mismo pala. So, again, hindi siya app, pero it's website-based, browser-based siya. And what you have to do lang, gamit lang yung either spacebar ninyo or kung sa screen ninyo, just have to spam it para mapaangat nyo o makalagpas itong character sa laro. Well, very familiar kasi yung itsura niya and napapahango siya sa nangyaring takbuhan last week sa Senate ni Senator Bato de la Rosa from NBI agents and those so-called law enforcement agencies or yung mga hinahanap siya para ma-issue warrant of arrest and para ma-aresto nga siya. Batid ng arrest warrant from the International Criminal Court. So, ang nangyayari dyan kapag nahuli ka nung NBI agent or hindi ka nakalagpas doon sa kailangan mong obstacle, nai-issuehan ng warrant of arrest or inihaharap yung arrest warrant doon sa characters. So far naman, it's free to play for everyone kasi nga browser-based lang naman siya at kailangan lang naman dito ng internet. Denise?
Ikaw ba, Marymon, nasubukan mong laruin itong Senate run at kamusta ang score mo?
So far, malayo-layo yung distance na nakuha ko dito kasi ang puntos lang naman dito is how long you can run, how far you can run while trying to escape the obstacles of the NBI agents. Yung caution na paraphernalia, yung kulay yellow na para siyang cones na nilalagay din kapag ka slippery yung floor or kung may kailangang iwasan sa daan. So, kailangan mo lang naman doon habaan, layuan yung distance mo. So far, yung nakuha ko naman, for example, dito, nakakaabot na ako ng mga around 30, 40 na layo.
Aba.
And nalalagpasan ko naman. So tulad yan, so hindi ko siya nilaro, nahuli yung character nung agent and may hawak siya na arrest warrant. So kailangan na talaga galingan yung pagpindot o yung pagtakas para hindi mahuli.
Mhm. Okay, Marymon, nabanggit natin kanina, no? This was created by an app builder known as Jopel. Ano daw ba yung rason kung bakit niya ginawa tong larong to? And has he been met with applause or criticism, backlash, ano ba?
Ang nakita kasi natin, kaya natin nalaman yung game was yung post niya sa TikTok, ang nakita natin, na nasabi niya, sa sobrang dami raw ng nangyayari sa Senado nitong mga lumipas na araw, nitong lumipas na linggo, naisipan niyang gawin siyang laro. Kaya pinakita niya doon na nagko-code siya and then ito na yung naging trial niya na while announcing na free-to-play na siya for anyone, kailangan lang talagang ilagay yung pinaka-link for the game doon sa browsers ninyo. So wala naman siyang ibang pagpapaliwanag whatsoever, wala naman siyang ibang pinaghuhugutan at sinasabi niya lang sa dinami-dami raw nang naganap last week sa Senate, naisipan niyang gawing laro ang mga ito. So his comment feed, dalawa, syempre yung lumalabas dito na sentiments from the public, it's either humorous siya, yung iba naman, nakikita nilang hindi raw magandang biro, yung ginawang laro. Well, again, it's a matter of public opinion, pero for now, hindi pa naman natin nakikita natin take down itong laro sa mga browser. Denise?
Nung lumabas yan, kaninang hapon, Marymon, alam ko nasa Senado ka, no? And you were reporting also that there were supporters of Senator Bato de la Rosa outside of the Senate. Nagkaroon ka ba ng tsansa na tanungin din ang opinion nila as well as the opinions of the senators there present?
Well, yung pagdating sa laro, wala pa tayong nakakausap sa kahit na sino from the majority, from the Duterte bloc, or yung ibang mga supporter na nakita natin outside the Senate. Yung nakita kasi natin since last week, sila pa rin pala yung nandoon up until today. And ito yung grupo raw ng either mga rider, yung iba nagagaling sa malalayong lugar. Ang nakausap natin from Batangas, Laguna, Quezon, merong galing Bulacan, Taguig, even riders. And even though ang mga nagagaling pa o sumusuporta sa PDP laban, kasama rin nila doon na nagsasagawa ng vigil, rallies, or candle lightings, all in support of Vice President Sara Duterte. Yung mga karatula nakita natin doon, nakalagay, sisingilin daw lahat ng pipirma, boboto para sa impeachment sa vice. They were supporting the leadership of Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano, and ang nasabi nila sa atin, they will be staying there until hindi pa raw naaayos kung ano man daw yung gulong nangyayari sa Senado. So kinukumusta ko sila saan kayo natutulog kasi nga since pagpapakita ni Senator Bato last week, doon daw nila nakaisipan na, nagkagulatan daw din sila na surprise sila, naisipan nilang pumunta ngayon, flocking the Senate para lang ipakita yung kanilang suporta dito kay Senador. May stand din rin ni Senator Bato kanina and pabiro pa sila sabi ng ilang mga supporters, ang mahalaga raw para sa kanila hindi raw makidnap si Senator Bato, yung standee man tsaka yung totoong Senator Bato de la Rosa.
Next time, Merimo, no, pa-please lang ako, pakitanong kung nilaro nila yung Senate run, pampalipas oras. But for now, we thank you for your time and for your report. Again, that was mobile journalist Merimon Reyes. And a humanoid robot in China is going viral online for its dance moves. The robot performed to Michael Jackson's iconic hit, Billie Jean, inside a robot store in Shenzhen, China. Wearing a white-collared shirt, the android spun across the floor before attempting Jackson's famous moonwalk. The humanoid managed to pull off several dance moves while gliding across the floor. But after returning toward a set of stairs, the robot appeared to lose its balance and eventually collapse on the floor before being dragged away by a technician. And that wraps up one news feed, the only feed you need. I'm Denise Tan. Good evening.